Scatter chart or XY chart is a two-dimensional chart that shows the relationship between two variables. This chart is used to show the dispersion of data and to observe the relationships between variables. This chart is similar to the line chart without the line, so many times these charts are mistakenly used interchangeably and don't display the correct result. So, it's very important to know the difference between these two charts, that is, scatter and line, and choose it according to your needs. In a scatter chart, both horizontal and vertical axes are numerical values. One of the goals of these charts is to show the strength of the relationship between two variables x and y. The more points are along a straight line, the higher the correlation of these variables. And now we want to draw a scatter chart for the data in this table. For this purpose, we select only numerical data. Then, from the Insert tab, from the Chart section, we select the Scatter chart. By choosing this option, the scatter chart will be displayed for us. But in this section, there are various charts that we can use according to our needs. For example, it's better to use a line chart when we have fewer data points. To see all the available examples, select the More Scatter Charts option. In the opened window, you can see all samples in one place. Now let's go back to the chart we have drawn. The points of our chart may be concentrated in one corner of the chart. For this reason, in order for the details of the chart to be displayed more clearly, we need to remove the empty spaces of the chart by resizing the vertical and horizontal axes. For this, it's sufficient to right-click on the x-axis and select the Format Axis option. In the opened window, determine the maximum and minimum limits appropriately. We can also determine the large and small units that control the distance between the numbers on the axis. If we want to change the space between the points and the upper and lower edges of the chart, we must make the same adjustments on the y-axis. Now we may have a scatter chart with a small amount of numerical data. And we want the points to have labels so that the chart is more expressive. Then, from the Chart Elements section, we activate the Data Labels tick. If the labels are inside or too close to each other, we can click on them and move them or make them smaller or larger. If for any reason you need to change the vertical and horizontal axis and the data columns are not movable, we can directly move the X and Y axis in the chart. For this, we select the chart. From the Chart Design tab, select the Select Data option. From the opened window, click on the Edit button and change the values of the X and Y axis and click OK. Now you will see that the horizontal and vertical axis of the chart have been changed.